diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Wolverines will kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll try the counter. Hard running there. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
Right back to the well.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking for a gap. It's Wormley. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Back to throw, it's Lawrence. Got his man quickly. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the Trojans are marching down the field. Leaves it with the running back. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. Was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Trojans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quick completion to the right. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the Trojans will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop, but nice job by the defensive lineman. Get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They come flying in there, making the stop. But a nice stop by this defense, expecting the quarterback sneak.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Go straight ahead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater.
And I love the aggressiveness by the defense. Third down and short, I'm going to play with my DBs up, play aggressive, try to take away those RPOs, those quick throws, those easy routes. Did a really good job and made the tackle, forcing the fourth down.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, USC.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted.
This offense knew coming into this game it was not going to be easy throwing against this defense. They're at the top of virtually every major statistical category when it comes to pass D, and the quarterback just found out the hard way, throwing a pick on the opening drive.
And the Wolverines backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
They'll try the run. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
Well, he got you 2 on 1st down. He got you 2 on 2nd. 2 won't get it done on 3rd. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Picking up the 1st down will be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. Looking to throw, it's Bean. Finds his tight end. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
The Wolverines decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Here's a return from midfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye, the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Back to throw, it's Lawrence. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Running back searching for a hole.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs, man. If you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Quarterback making adjustments. Handoff from the gun. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second.
Okay, ready? Cricket!
They'll keep it on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to pass. It's Bean. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojan. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Coastal Carolina has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there on the surf turf in Conway. They're up by 7 over Marshall. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. To the air, it's Bean. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he makes the catch. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback making checks. Power football with the run. Ball down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
The Wolverines are on the move. Might as well give it to him again. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Bean. They're working that left side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
That really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Pulls and fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Dropping back, it's Lawrence. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, you got to love the effort, selling out for that. Listen, it wasn't a deep pass down the field. It was a short pass, but great effort, laying out, good body control, bringing in the diving catch.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going to throw deep right side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Trying play action. Under fire. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Lawrence. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Trojans line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They boot it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Off play action. It's complete to the left. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freeze the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. He might want another play. To throw, it's Bean. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll go back to the air on second down. He's got him. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to throw again. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Bean. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, what a cut. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Well, they dial up on second and a long way to go. The give to the tailback. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Waste no time getting the timeout call. occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Lawrence. Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection. Looking to make a big play there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to fire. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's caught. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Trojans will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Bean. Makes the grab on the left. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. He's got an open man. Finds a crease at the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up. But this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Get set, get set.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
29 Philly.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the ground. Touchdown, Michigan! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got enough for the first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Defensively, with all the space now in spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. The give to the back. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Dropping back, it's Lawrence. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, you know, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me, RD.
Quick release on the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. To the air, it's Lawrence. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Baylor. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So here comes the Michigan offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Bean. Gets it out quickly. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going to try to get it himself. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Now he's going to break the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. Back to pass, it's Bean. Right down the middle. And here's the third interception of the night. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now on the fourth. Chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on first and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of runs.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. On the run, it's Wormley. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. Looking downfield, it's Lawrence. Working that left side now. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Looking to throw, it's Lawrence. They're working that left side. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Just keep slinging it. A little screen to the running back. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it. Get it to your running back and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Backed up now, here's second and long. The give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Looking to pass. Finds his man. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
They've moved to the 16. It's first and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They had this drive going, but they face a 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. There's a hit. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Hey, quarterback, dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. Back to throw, it's Lawrence. Now adjusting. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. This football, they'll go for it on 4th down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Purdue is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up by 15 over Baylor. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Bean. Gets it out fast. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch, and they finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
What a play call in a 2-minute situation. They find the shot opportunity, and they take advantage of it, flipping the field. They've now put themselves in a chance to come back and win this thing.
And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Quarterback may change this route. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Pucks it out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Now on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Bean. It's complete to the left. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, Wolverines! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Well, the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The offense comes out needing a score here, down one possession. To the air, it's Lawrence. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense is set him up. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay